Good morning, YouTubers, hunters, and tree huggers, and lovers, and nature dwellers. So here we are, the eve before opening of D7 and D6 deer season 2024. So my son and I, and we have another hunter, special hunter with us this year, my brother. So we all came to our same spot here at D6, and we're gonna set up camp, and we're gonna have a little breakfast. Then we're gonna do a scouting, and maybe squirrel hunt, and prepare for tomorrow morning and go to our strategic location to. This is where my brother's sleeping, comfortable. I don't think he's gonna get out tomorrow because it's cool weather, and he got a homemade pillow, homemade blankie, and this is where I'll be sleeping. So we're gonna be here tonight, and if we have a little bit of Jack Daniel, it's gonna get hard to get out tomorrow. This is our dining area, and like I said before, bathroom is out there with a shovel, and make sure you're digging about 6 inch deep and bury out there. And then if it's shiny, don't use your hiney. I'm about to go down the sunset, beautiful sunset. Goes the sun going down, and there it will disappear. All right, guys, so it's day one. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, first opening day 2024 deer season. We are here at D6. We're gonna get our coffee, have our energy drinks, have our pastry, and then we're gonna head toward our blinds or trails or hills or valleys or mountain. And it will be all day hunt. Then we'll come back here in the evening to see if we have any story to tell. And hopefully we got quite a few bottles of good drinks, and hopefully we'll be able to have some good tales to tell this evening. So follow us along. Well, guys, I've been sitting in my blind since 5 o'clock this morning. It's now 11 o'clock, and I have not seen any deer or bear. I saw a whole bunch of chipmunk, and at one point, just like 5 of them saw my blind, and they bumped into my blind. They got spooked, and they were like a gang of them trying to rat me out. They are rats, so they're ratting me out. And they're like making the whole trail and the whole forest came alive because they were barking at my blind. So now 11 o'clock and I haven't seen anything, but I'm committed to stay in this trail. It's heavily traveled by big game, so I'm gonna stay until 6 o'clock, and I'll keep you guys update and see how things are going. So far, nothing. It's now 4 o'clock. I've been sitting here since 5 o'clock this morning. So many chipmunk came by, but nothing big. It was major trail, all converge in here, but there's nothing here. Nothing come by. So anyway, I'm gonna sit for 2.5 more hours. And if nothing happened, I'll pack my gear, take it back to the car. And then tomorrow, I'm probably gonna do just a stalk and hunt style tomorrow. So anyway, still got a couple hours, so it may happen. We'll find out. No buck at the trail. We break down the gear, put it in the trunk, and we left the trail where the deer hopefully supposed to come by, and they were dead. So now we're gonna put all the gear in the truck, and we're gonna drive around the mountain range a little bit, and then go to camp and cook and drink some whiskey, I guess. Split up. My brother's gonna go down this ravine to the valley floor, and he's gonna follow a deer trail down there, or sit and stalk and see if he can find anything. So this is day 2 of deer hunt here at D6. Yesterday was a very slow day. There's a lot of trail, but there's no deer activity. And half of our party, after the first day, decided to pack and go to a different location. But my brother and my son and I, it's very hard to pack in and pack it out. And we have a lot of gears and a lot of food and a lot of tent. So they sleep in the truck. We have a tent, so it's hard for us to go back and rebuild the tent just for another night to go home. So we decided to stick it out, to tough it out and see what happens. So we decided to stay in the same location here. And today is day 2, and we're out spreading in a different location, looking for buck. Hopefully we have it pay for us to stick it out. But may I remind that sometimes it's not kill. It's up to the hunt. So this year I was very privileged to have my older brother, hunt with me. I decided to bring my cover here on this little blind here to hide down the trail to see if anything down there. Well, I ran to one, and the buck got a jump on me, and I can't tell how many point, but I know for sure the buck because I can see antler. And it took off running up the hill, and all I see was just a patch of white butt, and up it goes. I follow it and keep a stop. I follow, keep a stop, and it's just way too fast. It's too high for me, and I couldn't keep up anymore. And then finally it went to the top. So, whew, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack up in the hill, but there goes my venison. So he's busy right where I heard him took off. Man, and he took off up, and up. Morning, guys. This is day number 3 of our deer camp. It's Monday morning, and we're gonna hunt this today until 1 or 2 o'clock. Pack our camp, and then go back home, then back to work, to the reality of the real world. Anyway, early this morning, I get up early. Try my very best. I need to be able to say that I've done all that I can. So I get up this morning, get up early, came up here right around 5:30ish. The sun haven't come up yet. I came around this timber line here, and I spooked 4 deer out of this area here. It was all I see was just eye glowing through the timber line. I don't know whether the buck or the doe, but I just glowing looking at me. So I'm gonna sit here until the sun came up, and then I'm gonna hunker this timber line up to see if I can catch them bedding. So it looks promising. Finally was able to see some sign of deer. Like yesterday, that buck got a jump on me, so it ain't gonna happen today. If there's gonna be any deer, a buck, I'm gonna have a jump on it. So wish me luck. The rest of the crew are scattered. My son and my brother are scattered. Who knows where? Well, it's a huge bedding right here. A single bedding. So that's a buck by himself sitting right here. You can see. the mountain. I couldn't go any further. It's steep up. Over here, it's along the side. So I'm going to go along the side. It's about 2 miles. I'll make a circle back to my camp. Well, located at Buck Trail here. This is big buck, probably like a 3x3 or 4x4 big buck poop. One is still dry, one's dry, and one's still semi. So they're here, and this is almost to the top of the mountain. Man, if I get down one here, getting back to camp is a pain in the butt. But they're here. There's signs here. Right there above the tree line, that's the top of the mountain. That's the, from there on, there's no more timber. So the buck is right here. And it just tumble. All life come to an end. All living thing will cease to exist. No matter how tall you are or how big you are, eventually you're going to topple down. I started at 4:30 this morning. It's now 10 o'clock. So it's going to take as much time to go back as it is going up here. So I'm going to head back. You got to stay there. Energy going back as well as the energy hunting. And I got a friend, a brother, a church brother, the other day we went hunting. And I told him, I said, the most dangerous factor about hunting, it's not the animal. More than likely, the animal saw you, they're going to be scared, they're going to run away. If you made noise, they're going to run away, especially predator. Prey, they're going to take off running away from you. You're lucky you get to see them close. The most dangerous factor in hunting is you, the individual hunter. Other hunter hurting you, yeah, that's a chance. They're not careful. But you as a hunter are the most dangerous factor because you're going to trip and fall. And you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to get lost. You travel too far, you're going to get lost and you're going to find your way back. That's another factor. You're going to get injured. You're sick. You're not healthy. You don't take care of yourself and you went and continue going and you have a heart condition. You have heart problem. You don't have the endurance, the muscle necessary to work on your body, your leg to take you back. You are the most dangerous factor to yourself as a hunter. That's why new hunter, I don't care how young you are, you got to take it slow and you got to practice and you got to train. And that's why when you see me hunt, I carry a heavy pack on me. Why do I do that? I train in my body to burn low. Yesterday I carried 3 guns. I'm probably not going to use all of it, but I did it just for training purposes. So you are the most dangerous factor to your hunting trip. Know where you're going and know where you're heading to and know what time you need to get back. So anyway, this is the end of my hunting trail. I had about 20% of battery left. I need to use it for tracking back to camp, and I also need it in case I got lucky on a buck on the way back to camp so I can film it for you guys. So I'm not gonna do any more filming unless I see a buck and down a buck and I can film you the shooting. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following me along on this 3-day hunting camp journey. It's been very tough. And the question I always ask myself is this: have I done all that I can? And have I asked the Lord upstairs to guide me, to help me, to give me the wisdom, the strength to do all that I can? And if the answer is yes, then you have done all that you can. And I sure have. I give it my all, and I pray to the good Lord upstairs every night that if He's willing, it will happen. So anyway, I had given my all. And I thank you, and I'll see you guys on the next video.